Welcome to part 39 of Dynasty Warriors 4 Extreme Legends, and in this part we're going to be doing the Battle of Chang Ban. This one's very infamous, ladies and gentlemen, because in almost every Dynasty Warriors game, Xiahou is on the run from Wei. Or at least Liu Bei is on the run from Wei before he establishes his kingdom in Xiahou. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, we're practically playing as Liu Bei because any other person in the game, it will be a escort Liu Bei to the escape route and also try to fight off Cao Cao in the process. With the exception of two, all we had to do was wait for reinforcements to turn the tide of battle. That's pretty much all we had to do in two. Here, not so much. Well, if you're not playing as Liu Bei. If you are playing as Liu Bei, you're gonna have to fight your way through all of Cao Cao's forces. The objective primarily is to beat Cao Cao, so if you're playing as Liu Bei, that's why. And that's why it's not a, you have to make sure Liu Bei make it to the escape route battle.
Means victory in this battle.
If you're playing as Wei, however, you're gonna have your hands full. Because Wei will try Wei is gonna have to catch up with Liu Bei, and he's already got like a head start on you. And you're gonna have to cut through many enemy officers just to get to him. Meanwhile, we're also gonna be playing as Liu Bei because of the fact that I don't have the person whose weapon is here, Zhang Fei, not Xiahou Yuan, by the way, sorry about that the last part. I do not have Zhang Fei at a reasonable enough level, let alone I don't have Zhang Fei where I can just at least equip a few items on him. He's gonna get his ass kicked if I would have played him right now. But Zhang Fei does have a weapon here, and his weapon requires time and patience. Time as in, you're gonna have to take your time and try to protect Xiahou Yuan throughout the entirety of this stage. Patience is where you're gonna have to wait later on for Liu Bei's kid to actually show up. Yeah, unfortunately, this was supposed to... Liu Bei's kid being rescued in Romance of the Three Kingdoms was supposed to be Xiahou Yuan's doing. But unfortunately, since Zhang Fei has the weapon here, and Xiahou Yuan has a weapon in Bo On Po, by the way, sorry for the misinformation in the part with Bo On Po, Zhang Fei is gonna have to wait until the revelation of Liu Bei's kid. Meanwhile, you're gonna have to kill off all the Xiahou cousins and sons and whatever in order for you to make sure that this actually happens.
We must not fall behind.
But you're gonna have to follow. But as Zhang Fei, and Zhang Fei's the only one that can trigger this cutscene, you're gonna have to take Liu Bei to the bridge, and once you do, the Zhang Fei roars to scare off a whole bunch of troops cutscene will show up. And that's what I mean by patience. You would have to patiently wait to get that cutscene. Unfortunately, as Liu Bei, you won't get that cutscene because it involves you having to also make sure that your son shows up, but actually you've got to make sure that you survive as well. Let's see, is this what I think this is? Is this dim sum? No, it's not. Oh well, I'll figure it out later. But throughout all of this, Xiahou Yuan must not fall. If he does, you're screwed out of the level 10 weapon. Which is kind of messed up, considering the fact that on a harder difficulty, all of the Wei officers will have a high morale, and they will beat up Xiahou Yuan really easily. Which, that kind of irks me. Why not have Xiahou Yuan as the person who receives the level 10 weapon in this stage, and Zhang Fei and Bo on Po instead of the opposite.
Cao Cao's main force.
Oh boy, and then there's this. I forgot to mention something very important. And that is, as you wait for the cutscenes to happen, South's reinforcements will show up. And throughout the entirety of this stage, as long as South's reinforcements is here and Liu Bei has not reached the river yet, Liu Bei will constantly have a decrease in morale, much like the Nanmans. So that can be a very dangerous thing to have Liu Bei as a leader, because his morale is going to constantly get chipped lower and lower and lower. And if by any reason he gets killed, well, there goes the mission. Which is why I have him as a leader, instead of as one of the people fighting right now. Like, I don't even know, okay, let me try this again. Instead of having him as an AI, where he'll just end up wandering in the fights and getting killed, and his morale is going to constantly shrink as time goes on. Yeah, also, you got to wait for Trump to tell you that Liu Bei's kid will be in the vicinity.
Enemy officer defeated.
So we're gonna have to cut down everyone that stands in our way. And I was trying to be quick because, after all, the longer I stay on the stage, the more Liu Bei's morale will just drop. Even though you've got high morale from killing a lot of officers and also killing a lot of soldiers. It's basically what the Nanman territory is, except nowhere near as annoying. Yeah, see? That's what I just got finished saying. So we're gonna have to kill off Xiahou En as well. Where is he? Ah, there you are. Oh god! Give me a second. Let me get my footing back. There we go. And that takes care of Xiahou En. Wait, no, Xiahou En is dead. Never mind. I took care of that guy.
I would have liked to
We got
have
one
seen
more
the
sub-general to
chaos.
deal with. He's stabbing me right now, and he's dead. Alright.
Enemy officer defeated.
We've pretty much gotten all the officers here destroyed. Now then, let's not get knocked off of our horse. That could get rather old really quick. And for the record, ladies and gentlemen, this stage should look familiar to all of you. Of course, because this battle takes place in a non-territory. This is practically the Battle of Non-Territory, where Guan Yu is taking all of the territories, and if you let him take all the territories, the mission would have failed. But if you took all the territories, not only would he have been angry, but Guan Yu would have showed up in Yiling. Now, here's the thing. Remember Luo Castle, right? If you would have saved Pang Tong, he would have tried to delay reinforcements a little while longer, and also add some reinforcements of his own. So, yeah. That's the whole gist of Chang Ban. I'm pretty sure there was actually angel wine here. That's also not what I'm looking for. I'm also trying to find the, oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. I had something in my nose and it was actually interfering with the commentary, and I apologize. But I was looking for that one officer because, after all, if you are going for the requirement, you're going to have to go back and find officers that are trying to kill Xiahou Yuan. Because after all, you can't really get the weapon without Xiahou Yuan being alive. Not only that, but there is that little detail of if Liu Bei constantly gets a drop in morale, so does everyone else on the
Enemy
field.
officer defeated.
That would include the character you're playing, which if you're going for a level 2 weapon would be Zhang Fei. But it would definitely include Xiahou Yuan. Oh, by the way, this is the place I was looking for because here is the Angel Wine, and that is exactly what I was looking for. So now, all that is left is to head towards the bridge and wait for the cutscene for Liu Bei's son to appear. I'm pretty sure there was a dim sum here too. And not sure. But I do need to wait for Liu Bei's son. And unfortunately, Cao Cao is taking on Xiahou Yuan. So Xiahou Yuan, if I happen to run into him, oh, and I may have to go back. And it seems Zhang Fei is waiting for me to cross. Oh, there he is. Never mind. But as I was saying, I'm gonna have to go back and get the Cao. And make sure you go to the history to find out where exactly the Cao is. But as I was saying, Xiahou Yuan was at Cao Cao. So, if this was on hard, you would have to try to hold off Cao Cao as much as you can. Or for the most part, make sure that both Xiahou Yuan and Liu Bei have a way to get to the shore. But we're gonna have to go and find Liu Bei's child somewhere in this vicinity. Hold on, let me ride around. I'm pretty sure the entrance is right around here somewhere. And no, I'm just not wandering around because of the fact that I'm lost. The interest to this is somewhere over here. Ah, there it is. And there's the child in a box. And it's 60 seconds full of Musou for just rescuing the child. So you practically got 1 minute worth of Musou. Now, had this been Zhang Fei, you would have a cutscene where a female soldier would be giving Zhang Fei Liu Bei's child. And that right there would be a cue for you to get the legendary weapon so long as Xiahou Yuan is still alive. Yeah, I did skip the Zhang Fei roars at the bridge cutscene, but I did it because that's not going to work with Liu Bei. Or at least I think it won't. I may have to do that again sometime. For the time being, now it's time for us to get rid of everyone here. I want to try to lower the morale of everyone that comes my way. Because there is a cutscene if you're playing as Liu Bei and you make it to the shore. As a matter of fact, there it is. Well, there's absolutely no sound to it, but
We have come to help.
the cutscene basically is Liu Qi will show up and bring reinforcements.
Enemy officer defeated.
Now then, I do believe we have some other officers to deal with. Because if I'm not mistaken, they're all going to be going after Liu Qi and all the reinforcements.
I knew you could do it, brother.
Oh, Yuan Yu also appears as well. And my morale is still dropping. Don't worry, I'm gonna actually get out of this mess eventually. We still got a few more minutes left. Now, I do believe there is something special about this. I just passed the jar, by the way. that just so happened to have the dim sum. I had to actually take a look in the playback, and after playing this again, I found out that I had to wait for that ship to appear in order to get the dim sum. Now then, there is Yue Jin, or that's Yu Jin. No, that's Yue Jin, never mind. I'm gonna have to kill Yue Jin here.
Enemy officer defeated.
And god damn it. Jerks. Anyway, as I was saying, we're gonna have to go back and catch as many of these officers as humanly possible. Because it is in this stage that Cao Cao has a soaring high morale once he comes in. But offing all of his officers and chopping out all of his soldiers will make it easier to take down Cao Cao. And I'm still surprised Xiahou Yuan is still holding his own against Cao Cao. That is a spear of justice right there. Seriously. Like, Xiahou Yuan is like the paragon of benevolence. Let's see. Get away from me. Ah, great. More of my morale is dropping. But hey, at least it's rising again. Let's just beat Cao Cao and get it over with. Wait, where is Xiahou Yuan? Oh! I forgot that part. Sorry, I know this is gonna get me a thumbs down, but I totally forgot one part about getting Zhang Fei's level 10 weapon. I also need to beat Xiahou Yuan. So, yeah, I kind of forgot that part. And that happens after you get the baby. So once you beat Xiahou Yuan, that would pretty much mean you get the level 10 weapon. My apologies. I didn't mean to steer you wrong, ladies and gentlemen. Again, sometimes I forget how things work as I play other games. And I try to rehearse and try to take notes, and sometimes my notes turn out wrong. Sometimes my notes turn out right.
True strength.
Or sometimes, in the case of Final Fantasy 15, there's updates that happen that debunks all of my notes. I'm still salty about that, by the way. Anyway, let's hop on a horse and ride. We need to go and catch Xiahou Yuan and deal with Cao Cao. Because again, you're going to be backtracking for officers. And while Liu Bei is making it to the shore, you're going to have to backtrack anyway. Because all the officers are going to gun for Liu Bei. I just need to make sure Xiahou Yuan is finished, so that way I will be able to just make sure that I can get to Cao Cao no problem. Oh, that's even better. I thought this guy had a sub-officer, but I guess not.
Know that I fight with the blade of virtue.
Oh yeah, this duel is actually supposed to happen. It was supposed to be with Zhang Fei and Xiahou Yuan, but that's not the case. And just block Xiahou Yuan's attacks. I mean, his movement's the same as Huang Zhong, so just make sure you block every time he tries to swing his club at you. And now it's time for us to deal with Cao Cao once and for all. He's around here. Oh, wait, I just passed him up. Call for Cao Cao, he'll show up out of nowhere. Where is he? Ah, there he is. Oh, wait, no, that's not him. That's him. Now then. I am still surprised that Cao Cao and Zhang Fei did not do too much damage to each other. Seriously. jutsu. That man is the paragon of virtue. Hold on, where is that other guy? I'm pretty sure that I know Cao Cao had a sub-general. I just saw it a couple of times. And, well, it didn't really matter because I just killed him.
My destiny has
And with that said, that is the end of the Battle of Chang Ban. Normally this would be a Liu Bei escapes the whole scenario thing, but you're probably going to be forced to fight Cao Cao anyway. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we can now start going to the harder missions of these games. And of course, it's going to be exceedingly hard, starting with the next episode of Dynasty Warriors 4, as we're going to be going to the Battle of Jieting. Oh boy, that's not going to be a fun ride. Not at all, especially since I'm playing that as Xiahou. So I'll see you guys next time on Dynasty Warriors 4 Extreme Legends.